In the heart of the Middle East, nestled amidst rugged hills and towering cliffs, stood the mighty Crusader castle of Kerak. Built by the Crusader Humphrey of Toron in the late 1140s, this impregnable fortress served as a beacon of Christian power amidst the Islamic world. The year was 1183, and the Sultan of Egypt, Saladin, sought to reclaim the Holy Land. His eyes turned towards Kerak, a thorn in his side, a symbol of Crusader defiance. The castle, though formidable, stood alone against the might of the Egyptian army. The siege began with Saladin's forces laying siege to the castle, constructing siege towers and catapults to breach Kerak's stone walls. The Crusaders, led by the venerable Reynald of Chatillon, prepared for a prolonged defense, stockpiling food, water, and arming themselves for the inevitable assault. The days turned into weeks, and the air grew thick with smoke and the scent of burnt wood. The Crusaders held firm, their morale bolstered by their faith and the knowledge that they were the guardians of the Holy Land. Yet, supplies dwindled, and the Crusaders' resolve began to crack. One fateful night, Reynald, in a fit of desperation, led a daring raid against a nearby Egyptian supply convoy. The raid was a disaster, and Reynald was captured. With their leader taken, the Crusaders' spirit plummeted, and the remaining defenders began to question their cause. Saladin, sensing the Crusaders' weakness, ordered the final assault. The Egyptian army stormed the gates, and the Crusaders fought valiantly, but their numbers were dwindling. The castle's defenses crumbled, and the Crusaders were forced to retreat. Kerak fell to Saladin, a significant blow to the Crusader presence in the Middle East. Reynald was taken to Egypt, where he met a grisly end. The siege of Kerak marked a turning point in the Crusades, a reminder of the tenuous hold the Crusaders had on the Holy Land. The Crusader castles of the Middle East stood as testaments to the ambition and military might of the Crusaders. Yet, they were not invincible, and their fall served as a lesson in the ephemeral nature of power and the ever-shifting sands of history.